Hello, welcome to a new game called 10 Years After. It was released 2015. It actually doesn't exist anymore, kind of. Doesn't exist in Australia anyway. Have to put this on the fastest difficulty in order to get it to work. This was made in Unity, and the credits go 10 Tree Games made it back in 2015. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to show you the complete game. You wake up in a trailer at a survivor camp, find out what has happened to you and what you need to do to make your choices, but beware, they do affect how others view you. Sort of. I'll explain that a little bit later. A famous YouTuber called Grelden claims he shows the complete game. He doesn't. So let's get straight into it. The first objective is to follow the waypoints and talk to Tony. A couple of survivors are just walking around to get into their positions. Mainly you'll notice on the top right hand side my hunger and thirst. I cannot reduce that. So the first aid kits don't work. The picking up food and water does not work either. So I have to do everything before it turns 100. So we've completed the quest. If you have a look, I've got no active quests in the completed. I've just completed the follow waypoints. Press T to talk. Tony, hey there, you're up and about. Yeah, hello. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. Jimmy said he found you on a supply run, said you were in bad shape, so he brought you back here. Someone after you, kid? And it takes a long time for Tony to say all that, apparently. What? No, I don't know who would attack me. Well, whoever did this gave you a full makeover. If I was a betting man, I'd say it was probably one of the Crimson Hounds brutes. They fight dirty, usually leave piles of guys looking like you in their wake. I'm a little surprised you got away as clean as you did, but hey, you're alive, right? Tony, why are you standing in front of a propane tank? I wouldn't recommend that, mate. I might go and shoot that after. Great. Jimmy might know a little more. I think he's back in from his last run. You can find him out in the shop. So this was supposed to be a Fallout type of clone, I guess, using Unity. We're going to avoid Cowboy there and go and talk to Tony. Jimmy, sorry. Hell, you look better. Tony said you saved me, thanks. No worries. You was beaten up pretty badly there. Tony said something about hounds. Those damn cowards are always picking on people smaller than them. All of them. Not sure what you did to piss them off. I thought though it doesn't take much. And apparently Jimmy takes time to say all that. I actually, if I go to where can I get food from, that just puts more in the food store, but as I said, you can't click on the food anyway, so there's little point to clicking on that. Anyway, just click on, they both lead to the same area, which is can I do more around the camp. You can talk to this kid. He doesn't have a hey mister. Hey kid, what's your name? Alfie, mister. Where is your mother? She died. Well, she turned Jimmy shot her. She's now with the Angels. Oh, there you go. Evidently that's why he was never taught to look at people while speaking to them. Silly kid. Anyway, we'll go back on to Tony here. Did you talk to Jimmy? He mentioned you might need some help around here. Always good to have help. Grab a gun from the weapon shack. They're saying we have some stray infected heading our way. Okay. So this is basically where the game starts off. Alright. Listen for the perimeter alarm to sound off and be on your guard. Okay, will do. So that is your food shack. You can probably see a banana in there. You can't pick anything up anyway. This is a weapon shack. As soon as you go up on the ramp, you'll set off the alarm. If you go in there, zombies come in and may trap you in there, and their bodies will stop you from getting out. So don't do it. Save game here. And just the reason why you're saving game is because you can get stuck on this ladder as well, but it's a lot more easier to traverse. Come up here, grab the most powerful gun in the game. There's assault rifles and shotguns and grenades in multiplayer, but no one's ever in multiplayer, of course. And shoot 3 zombies. Now you'll notice every time I take a shot, the music resets. That's the first time I've ever experienced that in a game. Yes, the music resets every time you take a shot. As you can see, it wasn't always precise. I'm pretty sure those cursors that cursor was on the zombie. So you'll see I've got the protect the tower, and I've just done the sniper quest. So I've done 3 quests all up. I'll try and do all the quests in the game. Next we want to run up the top here. Which mountain is it? This mountain right here. So you want to run up there. You can drive up there, but driving is absolutely a pain in the ass. Can't stress that enough. Pain. I'll show you that a bit later. As I said, Gralden, a famous YouTuber, showed me that it's still on sale in Canada, where he's from. In Australia, it's not. It's been redacted, and so I looked for international sales, and I found that Deseret has 10 keys, international keys. I bought one of them. You're paying big money to get this game because it's a very rare commodity. I believe it's no longer supported. I'll look at the developer and the production in a second video. In this video, I am only showing you the complete game that's available now. The game has changed quite dramatically since it was started, and there's Gralden's thought that it might be just some inexperienced developers who were too ambitious, and not so much a scam because of the work gone into it. I'm not sure about that. I've come across some very, very sly activity, and I will reveal that in the next video. So if you come up here, you will get an achievement, which isn't connected to Steam, but I think they were in the progress of connecting it. You also get 50 gold, which you can't spend anywhere. Well, you can spend it on a trader, but everything you buy from the trader you can't use anyway. The crafting mechanics and the pickup mechanics, it works on Gralden's version, but I'm running the same version and it doesn't work for me, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But I can't pick anything up. No food, no water. None of the first aid kits actually work. The developer said he never implemented that anyway, so you can't heal yourself either. So we go back to where we came from once we've done that, and what we're going to do, as you can see, I can't pick this up. Should be able to do some crafting. Here's the other version. I guess these are supposed to be a tank. They take 2 shots from the rifle. What we're going to do now is drive. I'm going to do some driving mechanics. Driving on the road isn't so bad, and I recommend sticking to the road. Driving off the road, horrible. Absolutely atrocious nightmare. And the problem with that is to get to the wasteland, which is what we need to complete the game. It's about 5 minutes in complete off-road, and it will take you probably 10-15 minutes of crashing all over the place just to get there. It is such an aggravating mechanic, and you have to go there and back quite a few times. Wow, if it wasn't for that, if I could quickly travel to the wasteland, not waste so much time. Actually, it's kind of fun. If he fixed the crafting mechanics and the pickup mechanics and the health mechanics, actually the start of a okay game. But none of that is intended. As I said, I will talk about that later on. So you want to stop about here, actually. Yeah, we're in one of 3 cities. The other 2 I can't find. And you just go up to the police car and you get another achievement. So what I'm guessing is these achievements were about to be Steam based, but they never got to that point. I can't drive over that, got the car start. You can press E to move a car if you ever get stuck. You can push, you can like power push a car off whatever it's stuck on using the E button, but you got to step outside. I'm just going to get up on top of this ridge because I don't want it to get in the way of the other car I'm going to take care of. The reason why I come down here early, one, I want to get the good car to save myself some, to save my mind, basically. And the other thing is the zombies don't spawn in as fast. They will spawn in, but they don't sort of register. Apparently, the game like goes nuts that you were able to get down here too early before even doing the first task. You'll see the game glitches quite a bit. This is some sort of van you can take care of. I wouldn't recommend it as it's slow. Here's zombies. And these are the Crimson Hounds. So evidently when Jimmy found us, we were here apparently. You want to talk to this guy? He's known as Dialogue AI. Hey, do you want some work? What do you have in mind? There is black market vendor who stole supplies from us and I want them back. Why don't you go get them yourself? Even he takes time to read. I can't leave. I used to be a doctor and I just can't bring myself to take a life. Well, things have changed. You're not going to last out here unless you get over this. Kill people. Listen, I took an oath to help people. I can't kill someone. I don't even want to get you to kill him. But this is something I have to do. We demand payment. He's going to give us 300 gold. Cool. 300 useless gold, which we can't spend. Awesome. So we're going to now pick up the best car in the game. The problem with the other cars is they're too slow to get up hills, and the other cars just roll around. They just keep crashing every 30 seconds and sliding out. This car actually is okay. It's still going to be aggravating, but I can handle them all. Apparently zombies are the equivalent of a tree stump, as you just saw. There is a day-night cycle. So we're going to do the first quest. I set off the alarm, which sounds very much like my morning alarm to get up for work. Can no scope these. That one was going to scope some of the far ones. The whole objective is to kill 10 zombies all up. Tony and Jimmy seem to be having their hands full in there. They can kill some of the zombies for you, but their attacks are very weak. So they'll most likely spawn outwards. I'm getting the zombies out. You just saw Tony sucker punch them. Oh my goodness. And they kind of distort in the... And then they go back to reality. They distort in the sniper rifle. I'm killing them out here, so stepping on them isn't going to crash the game on me. That's why I bring them out here. So here you can pick up a pistol. This is the gun you're supposed to start the game off with. You can infinite ammo, even this thing. You can pick up a first aid kit. Yep. But you can't use it. And you can pick up a torch. L starts the torch. Golden. L. Torch. Learn to read. Learn to read the instructions. F1. It tells you everything. I don't know. He couldn't get that working apparently. And thought it doesn't work. So we're going to talk to Tony. This is what Grailden does. And the problem is this is the optional. This isn't the main task. We ask, is there anything else we can do? And he says we can go on a suicide mission if you want. Josh went out on patrol 2 days ago and there is no sign of him. When he radioed in, he said there he had a password for some laptop. Laptop? Yeah, apparently he found the password and was trying to locate the laptop. Could you go and look for him and retrieve the password? As you can see, plenty of spelling errors. Retrieve. Sure, I don't see why not. You did save my life after all. Now, instead of doing that, we're going to go talk to Cowboy. This guy has the main mission. When you're leaving. When you're leaving. Leaving? Where? I don't like you, and I don't think you being here is a good idea. Hell, what have I done? Look, there is a SUV over there. Why don't you get in it and leave? And go where? Why don't you go and see Bear? I'm sure he could use a guy like you. Bear? Yeah, I hear a guy like him would have a use for your kind. My kind? Just get out of here and take this medikit and go. He's giving us a medikit because he also has realised you can't use medikits in the game, so it's useless to him. So he's like, take this medikit. That's my theory. A game theory. Okay, so we're going to go back to our car. We're going to go find Josh. And you're going to see the beautiful driving and the safe driving using this car, how easy it is. I will show that soon. I've cut a few places so it's not as aggravating. You don't want to see me just crashing around for 10 minutes. And as you can see, the game is really, really dark. It doesn't... Just get rid of that zombie before he attacks me. You don't want to... the day-night cycle doesn't seem to work inside the car. It seems to give you Melbourne weather all the time. Don't look like Josh survived. We search him. He has a note. The password is dominate. Okay, cool. Thanks, Josh. Can I teabag you in the dark? Anyway, we are now jumping the car again. It's like a car Ash Williams would drive around in. Go back quickly to the trailer park. Talk to Tony. It's November apparently. Yeah, Josh is dead. There you go. Did you get the password? That's what he's interested in. No. not not Josh. Not that we've only got like 5 people in the survivor camp. We just lost one. Now we have to go find the laptop. I forgot to accept the mission, so if you forget to accept the mission, you just got to cycle through the whole dialogue again. So I'm going to jump back in the car again. And we need to really go find Bear. So I've cut off about 15 minutes of crashing around, and I've finally got to the wasteland. This is where Bear is. Kind of cool. There's some bat-like creatures up top. You can't shoot them, or you can't scope in on them. They kind of disappear. Bear's just around the corner. There's 3 survivors here. Bear is the main one. You got to talk to him to unlock the rest. Hey there, looking for a place to stay? I'm listening. Do us a favour and kill Jimmy at the trailer park, and life can be good for you around here. So the guy who saved us, we need to kill him. So you want to take him out? Why? Yes, because he shot me in the leg. Said something about sticking to your own kind. So the whole game premise is either you kill Jimmy or you kill Bear, and depending who you kill changes the situation. This is Jilly. Jilly has the very last mission. Hey, are you okay? Have you been to Pinewood yet? Basically, she just wants us to give coordinates to James, and James won't want to bother going to those coordinates once we've seen him, and going to those coordinates will send us to a vault, and that's the end of the game. That's not all the objectives though. So if you kill Bear, there's another survivor called Paulette. She wants us to go find her son and she promises to hook up with us and to have hubba hubba. But if you kill Bear, you won't be able to access Paulette, or actually you won't even be able to access Julie. There's another achievement, so as you can see, whereas if you kill Jimmy, you'll still be able to talk to Paulette and Julie. So the best person to kill is Jimmy. And if you kill Bear, Jimmy actually doesn't respond to the fact that you've killed him. So after you've killed Bear, if you want to have a look at this one, you can talk to this guy. Only by talking to this guy will it allow you to talk to Jimmy again, and only by talking to Jimmy can you actually kill Bear. But once you've killed Bear, Jimmy will never accept the fact that you've killed him. He'll keep asking you, basically, have you killed him yet? So you don't get any extra incentive or objectives to complete. He just won't acknowledge that you've killed Bear. Whereas if you kill Jimmy, Bear will acknowledge that you've killed him, and he will open up the Paulette objective for you. So we're just going to run here. We're going to do the first one. Kind of a bit lost here now. Here we go. Going to talk to Jimmy. Now, as I said, you won't be able to talk to Jimmy until you talk to the service station guy. You won't be able to talk to Kyle, the service station guy, until you've talked to Bear for the first time. You won't be able to talk to Bear until you've talked to Cowboy. Basically, that's how it works, going backwards. Cowboy, Bear, service station guy, Jimmy. So Jimmy wants us to kill Bear, knowing that Bear's put out a hit on him. He doesn't promise us anything. He just basically says, "You owe me one since I saved your life," basically. I will show you the food area. So basically you can see food. I can't pick any of this stuff up, so I can't reverse my hunger and thirst. And once it turns 100, it'll just rapidly decrease my health and I will die. So dying in this game is kind of inevitable. So we're now going to go to Pineford to get the laptop. So we're going to do it very safely. So as you can see, it's just a nightmare driving, and this is the best car. The other cars are worse. They might take you 20 minutes to get to the wasteland and 20 minutes to get back. You're just pulling your hair out by the time. It just skids out all over the place. It's horrible. There's no road to the wasteland. It's just horrible mechanics. There is an invisible wall here you can crash into. You can't go around. And for some reason we might have a foot fetish of our own feet, because every time we jump out of the car we look at our own feet for some reason. It's the most strangest fetish I've ever seen. I know there's a foot fetish, but now a foot fetish using your own feet. We're going to save again because you can crash inside here as well. It is possible if you venture in other rooms you're not supposed to. You can get stuck in walls. We're going to get to the laptop and just press T to operate it. Then you've got to type in your word. It is caps lock, so you've got to use the lowercase dominate. And then you log in. It tells you it's for your eyes only, James Bond. And then you talk about sensitive data. Here you go, these are for you. And then it talks about something about information about the injection will be here in the main game. That's the secret information on the computer. We won't relay that when we get back. We will relay something that the computer never said. We're going to go kill that black vendor that the guy in Wedlock Prior wanted done. Wenlock Prior. Now the developer says there's 3 cities. I haven't been able to locate any of them. I'm not sure if there is. There might have been 3 cities in earlier builds. I don't think there's 3 cities anymore. Could be wrong. You'll notice I've lost ammo. I didn't realise that the torch can delete your ammo. So another reason why not to use the torch. We got the trader here with a zombie. Just standing there. Useless zombie. I can't kill the trader because I've only got 2 bullets. And that he takes more than 2 bullets. And for some reason he's not looking at me. So I went back and got more bullets.
You looking to buy? I've got stuff for everyone.
And I forgot to say he's the only one that has voice acting. Like in the Steam store, it promises you voice acting. You just heard it. That's it. In the game. That was the Oscar-winning voice acting to happen inside the game. Again, you can pick up a first aid kit, but you can't use it. I've tried all the mechanics, and the developer said himself that you can't use the first aids in the game. He never connected them. So we're going to run back, and now we're going to do what I think it was Jilly. She wanted us to find James and give him the coordinates. That is the main objective, and that is the ending of the game. That's the end game objectives. So we're going to go do that now. So basically just in front of us there is another camp, and that's going to have James. Now James has we can ask him where's the location of the next city, but he doesn't actually respond to that. So I think he's supposed to tell you where another city is, but he doesn't. So we just tell him about that. She said, he says, can you go check it out? I can't be bothered. We can ask for shells for a shotgun that's not in the game. The shotgun is only in multiplayer, I believe. Same with the assault rifle and the grenades. The multiplayer is the same map as what you see here. So we're going to quickly go back to Trailer Park. And as you can see, the directional keys, it can be confusing. I've now got 5 of them on my damn screen. You have to get out of your car to try and work out which one is the one you've got to keep tabs on, and the numbers will go down basically if you're going in the right direction. It doesn't actually operate right, but this and the fact that the game is so dark and you got no headlights on your car, it just is such a bad mechanic. Like you can be actually playing the whole game in Melbourne weather because as I said, the day-night cycle doesn't seem to respond all that well when you're driving inside the car. When you're outside, it's different, but when you're inside, it's basically just going to stay black. And I have to stay inside my car because I can't. Your hunger and thirst doesn't dilapidate that bad when you're inside a car. When you're walking around everywhere, it goes down real fast. So that's a short example on how bad the mechanics is. I just crash at this point in time. I don't care. I'm just crashing into the survivor place. There's only what, 2 people here. Oh no, there's 4. Four still survive, and Josh, but Josh is dead. Yeah, I found it. The files are all corrupt, but I did manage to get one thing from here. Really, what is it? Seems as though there is an underground vault somewhere. Vault Oc 1. Where did we learn that? That was not on the computer. Listen here, the guy's holed up not far from here. He used to work for the government. Maybe he could help. Sounds like a plan. Where can I find him? I'll put it on your HUD system. He doesn't. When you look at the objectives, you get a new objective called the Lost Man. But that objective doesn't have a keep track record. So it's that's the problem. We can't even activate a tracking mechanism manually for that. So that's as far as that objective goes. So we're going to go back to Wenlock Prior to go see the black market vendor that wanted us to kill his, I guess, his competition. There is another cool thing about the black market vendor is that if zombies approach you when you're talking to him, they actually won't hurt you and they'll go into a form of stasis. It doesn't matter if it's a hound, one of the big tank-like guys, whatever it is, they won't. Tank guys actually kill zombies too. Any luck yet? Dialogue? That's his name. I took him out. Thanks. Wish there was some good men. Oh, and he gives us 300 gold, which we can't spare because we just killed the guy, the only guy that where we could spend the money. So here's a perfect, for instance, Mr. Zombie. Oh, isn't he a kitty? Hello. Hey, he's got a police visor and something sticking in here. Anyway, so we'll go back to the other thing I haven't actually shown you is to get on the bridge up above us. if you get up there, oh, there's a dog. You can actually collect the bus. So I'll show you that actually. So I'm just getting up on top, and we can get up the bus. You can get the bus out. You just got to do a U-turn and drive off the other end, and drive off really fast. This end you can't get the bus off. It just crashes. And back we are to our foot fetish. Why getting out of the car do we always look at our feet? So I'm going to kill Bear. We've done that objective. As you can see, Paulette won't talk to us now. That objective is locked off. And Jimmy won't actually won't acknowledge, have you taken care of Bear? So he won't actually acknowledge that you've actually killed him. So that's as far as that objective. If you take that trail, that's as far as that goes. And I can show you in the quest log. We technically haven't killed Bear, even though we shot him. Okay, so now what I've done is going to go back. I've loaded back into a previous save file, and I'm going to go kill Jimmy. So you can see, you can kill Jimmy from a distance. Jimmy has a powerful gun. And then you talk to Bear. Bear will acknowledge that you've killed Jimmy. Yeah, I took care of him. Now let's party and live like kings. Oh, nice work. It's a shame that he was who he was. Thanks for your help, really. Not a lot of people would have done that. Wait, what? Oh, don't worry, he's dead. Now make yourself at home and go speak to Paulette over there. So he unlocks Paulette's objective. We go talk to Paulette. She looks like a man. What the hell? Hey baby, Bear told me you took out Jimmy. Yeah, he won't be bothering you again. Well, if you ever fancy a good time with a real woman, I am here waiting. Oh, really? What you got in mind? Well, if you do me a favour and help me look for my son, then we can hook up. Sure, why the hell not? So you'll need to actually go back to the this campsite. It's in between the service station on the right hand side of the road, coming from the trailer park. It's about halfway, and Paulette's son is here, and he can be creepy looking sometimes. Sometimes he's a black kid for some reason. He's really tiny. It's like, what the hell? What's your mum's name, kid? Paulette. Paulette. She sent me here to get you, and that's it. And for some reason, he's spending time with a dead body inside there, which is a really creepy son. Anyway, if you go back to Paulette. Have you found him? Have you found him? Yeah, he was held up at a campsite. Here are the directions. This is wonderful news. Thank you so much. Hell, if it wasn't a game right now, we would be getting it on. Wait, what? You did not think you were really going to get dirty with me, did you? Hell yeah, I did. Oh dear, maybe get out a little more. That's it. So that's the first objective. The ending of the game, the coordinates, it sends you to this place here. This is as far as the game goes. Up the top it says T to enter the vault. This is as far as you can go for now. It doesn't register. You can't get inside that vault. So that's the complete game. That's the other half of the game that Grailden, the famous YouTuber, did not show you. Join me next time as we look at the production and try and find out more about the developer. Until then, hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.